I felt so proud of myself. Man, I was ecstatic. I didn't know what the word meant then, but I was that. I felt that. Do you feel powerful? Do you feel effective? Do you feel confident? Madam Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and motivated guests, I've become a student of confidence. Mainly because I've grown in confidence. And I've mentored many Toastmasters, and confidence is a core issue that we deal with. What I want to talk with you about is, what is confidence? It's kind of like patriotism. You know it when you feel it, but it can be hard to put into words. So I'm going to talk about what is confidence, how do we develop it, and why is it so important to your professional success and personal happiness. Now, that little orange sheet, would you take it out? I would like you to take your pen and write a number from between 1 and 10 on a confidence scale. First number that comes to your mind as to how confident you are as a public speaker. From 1 to 10, 10 being the highest score. Please do that right now. It's going to be anonymous. Monica's going to collect those. We're going to average them and see what our average score is. And then we're going to talk about it. Okay, everybody done? I said I was a student of confidence. I have what I believe to be arguably the best definition of what confidence is. I think you're going to like it. Confident is the feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. Feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and trust. Sound good? Feeling of trust. We have to trust ourselves when we come up to the lectern, or podium as the case might be. We have to trust ourselves when we get up to the plate. You get up to the plate often, don't you? And sometimes you swing that bat and hit a home run. And sometimes you strike out. But let's talk a little bit about where confidence comes from. We learn it. I shared that story with you because it was probably a burst of confidence, the first burst of confidence for me as a child. But I'd like to talk about what the component of confidence is. It comes from learning theory. Some of you may know what this stands for. Stimulus, response, reinforcement equals learning. And do you know why Toastmasters is so powerful? Because we're changing neural pathways. We're changing our biochemistry when we come to Toastmasters. We're creating new units of learning. Stimulus, response, reinforcement. I think you understand. When we come here, we're the stimulus, we get a response, and we get the reinforcement. And that creates new learning. It creates something new, a new pathway. That's why the repetition is so important. That's why stage time, never put off an opportunity to get up in front of your Toastmasters or be involved in a contest. Why? Because the more you do it, the more you grow in confidence. And why is confidence important? Well, I'll give you an example. I do some interview coaching. I've had over 30 years of sales experience. I had 4 years of teaching experience. The teacher never left me. I'm still substitute teaching right now. I taught today, social studies and language arts in 6th grade in Twinsburg. So where was I going? That happens, right? I had 2 clients in the past 5 days that I did role play with. I taught them the most powerful closing skill they ever heard of. It's worked for me, it's worked for countless clients. Here's how it goes. Based on what you've learned about my skills, abilities, and experience, do you think I can do this job? It's called a trial close. My friends were so confident and trusted me so much in terms of my belief in that close. They both used it. They both got the job. So how important is confidence? I just experienced it. It was my confidence that convinced them to try it, and they both used it effectively. What did they do? They took charge of the interview. Subtly. You may have your philosophy, but I'm simply sharing that it worked. So here's my appeal to you. You can measure your confidence. Oh, can you give me the average?
7.635.
Good. Now, what you just learned is you can measure confidence. Of course, it's a subjective measurement, but it's an indicator. It's an indicator. Do you know I teach Speechcraft? Do you know what Speechcraft is? How many know what Speechcraft is? It's a mini Toastmasters program. I've done 4 classes. Confidence comes up constantly. We use this, and I use this with my mentors. So I encourage you to, I could send it to Monica. I have a little graph. You can monitor your confidence, you can measure your confidence. Here's why it's so important. If you maximize your confidence, you will maximize the influence that you can have in your life professionally and personally. Because people will like to buy into us when we're comfortable and confident about our thoughts and about our beliefs and about our actions. So what are you? 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10? We know on the average you're 7.6. That sounds pretty good to me. Random contest chair?